Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway qualifying underway for the low drag truck series. See Owen Lebsack, one of the fastest trucks in practice. Out to complete first lap here. Down onto that flat part of the track down on the apron. Puts up the third quickest lap on the opening lap. Andrew Beach currently fastest in that number 71. Jake Lawrence goes P2, Dalton Hayes P3, Daniel Llewellyn P4, and Owen Lebsack P5. Jeff Prochatsky in the 48. UCLA machine goes to the top on his second lap. JR Deal, second quick on his first lap. A lot of different strategies out there. Andrew Beach moves back up to third. So he completes his second lap, so it looks like second laps are going to be the quicker. Casey Graves in the True Speed Toyota goes to the top of the charts. These are new cameras that we literally just got. Quite literally just got them. On Lebsack, Brad Wilson goes to the top and then spins it out in the Shenandoah Shine machine. Good lap from Wilson. Cody Brown 8th. Cody Cleaver clocks in 7th. Brayson Riddle, newcomer to the series, clocks in 9th. Ashton Tackwell jumps up into the top 10. That number 24 Cannon truck. Lucas, LH Design 712 brake Chevy, goes up to second. Matt Benke clocks in 15th. Ethan Evers 20th. Ugh. Excuse me. TJ Floyd goes up to 16th on his first lap. Ethan's going to have to improve on lap number 2 here. Mike Edwards goes all the way to 4th on his second lap here. Cliff Mullins goes to 8th. Ethan goes to 15th. TJ Floyd on his second lap. Be the last lap we get, it looks like. Well, J Munch just now loading up. TJ Floyd a little slower on lap 2, so he'll stay 19th. J Munch just sitting there in the Raptor Chevy. A minute 24 to go in qualifying. We'll show you Cliff Mullins riding around the track slowly back to his pit stall. Oh, he has decided to stay on track for us. Thanks, Cliff. Give us something to look at for a minute and a half while we go try to talk to Brad Wilson. See if he's hanging out in Discord anywhere. Do we have a Bradley? See a Lebsack, Casey Graves. I don't see a Bradley. That damn 51 truck not in here. See if he's hanging out in his little hidey spot. Nope, I don't see him over there either. Well, I can't bring you a pole sitter interview because, well, the guy sitting on the pole is not in a voice channel. So I apologize for his lack of attendance. We'll talk to Cliff. Because we can. Cliff, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, we're starting 8th tonight. We don't have our pole sitter, so I figured I'd talk to you since you were nice enough to ride around the track and let us look at your truck. How do you feel about the race tonight?
It's Vegas. I've gotten screwed out of this race a couple of times. But it's basically glorified super speedway with a little bit of tire fall off. The wind in 3 and 4 is going to make it tricky. It's going to get really tight down on that end of the track, but ultimately it's keep the right sides on it. Try not to get it too tight and stay in the draft.
Okay, everybody. Welcome to
Perfect.
Vegas.
All right, good luck.
120 laps, 0
Yep,
fast
thank you.
repairs. Have fun.
That was the shortest free race speech of all time. Well, all right. 28 trucks set to do battle here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Low Drag Esports Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Check them all out. It's the discord.gg/Sidewinder. Wait for our trucks to grid up on track. There is outside pole sitter Lucas Hoisman. A lot of trucks not on grid yet, so we can't really roll through our starting lineup yet. Maybe we can get a quick chat with the 97 driver. I know that chat doesn't work. Let's try this one. Hello, DG. Got a copy?
I do.
Well, we're starting outside pole here. Pole sitter's not here, so we'll have a quick chat with you. Cliff said it's basically a glorified drafting track for a while, and then the tires start to matter. Do you really approach it more as a draft, or do you feel like it's going to be the tires are going to matter and you're going to try to save them early?
Oh, the tires are going to matter. If we get a long green run, those last 10 laps, if you're pushing hard, you're going to feel it for sure. You still want to make sure you keep up with somebody with their draft, but that's about the bare minimum you want to do at the start of the run at least. Just keep your track position, do what you need to do.
And 4, what are your thoughts on trying to be up front here after 120 laps?
I don't know. It's going to be tough. Bradley is always good here at these mile and a half and trucks, so it's going to be tough. At least Wolfenbarger's not here. Those two were always really good when they worked together, so it'll be a one-on-one unless somebody else gets in there too. That'll make things interesting.
Can we extend
And
this?
4, good luck.
Can we extend this tape so we can see the end of the duel? I'm watching it myself.
Nobody say anything in here. Ian has it recorded. He has not watched it. Don't say any of the results.
I got it live in 10/10 right now.
You're killing me, Small.
Fortnite Jonesy wins Duel 1?
Fortnite Jonesy.
Good luck, everybody.
Do we have a starting grid yet? Hot damn. Everybody's out there. All right, here we go. Real fast. We got a lap to get this in. Actually, we'll give them a second lap here. Oh, gosh. Can't get this thing to fix. Where's 3 yet? There it is. Extra lap. Extra lap so we can get through our starting laps.
My man.
All right, here we go. All right.
My hero.
We're trying to get him to watch the duels here at the end.
Yeah, he wanted us to watch the end of that.
Anyway, starting laps presented by our friends at the Wanted Goons. Here we go. Pole sitter, 51, Brad Wilson. Starting on pole in the number 51 Ford as they make contact with Lucas there. Lucas in the 97 Chevy for LH Designs starts in the second spot. Colin Teague, the number 52 Ford, rolls off third here at Las Vegas. Mike Edwards, the Golden Eagle Toyota, starts his machine in fourth. Casey Graves, the number 4 True Speed Toyota, start in the fifth spot. Owen Lebsack in the Boeing Lowe's Ford starts in the sixth spot. Gatlin Downey, Double Quick Machine, starts in the seventh spot. Cliff Mullins, Curly's Guns and More Chevrolet in 8th. Jeff Rachatsky, the UCLA Chevy in 9th. Cody Cleaver's Gainbridge Chevy starts in the 10th spot. Cody Brown, the Sundrop Chevy in 11th. Brayson Riddle, newcomer to the series, starts his Castrol number 6, 91, confusing, starts in the 12th spot. Ashton Tackwell, the 24 Cannon truck in 13th. Travis Martin, 63 Ford in 14th. Ethan Evers in that number 8 GHR Chevy starts in 15th. JR Deal, the Golden Eagle Toyota, starts his number 9 in 16th. Andrew Beach, the 71, I think that's Berserker Chevrolet, starts in the 17th spot. Matt Benke, Victoria's Secret Chevy, starts 18th. TJ Floyd in the Air Force Chevy rolls off 19th. Ian Montrose, the C2X Chevrolet in 20th. Daniela Wallen, 712 Brake Chevrolet in 21st. Jake Lawrence, the One Man Punch Toyota, starts 22nd. Belton Hayes, the Columbia Toyota in 23rd. Davis Greenwell, he has his number 20 Chevrolet starting in 24th. Quinn Newton starts his 712 Brake Chevy 25th. Zach Marderson, the Uwu Market Chevy 26th. Jay Much in the Raptor Chevy in 27th. And shows Jeremy Scherer was registered to start 28th, but we don't see him out at the track, so perhaps having issues getting that truck to the grid. Well, we have 27 trucks on track for you at Las Vegas as they roll down the back stretch. We can look at our race analysis. Don't have a fuel window number for you yet, but 120 laps around this track in the desert. We got a 88-degree track temp, so cooling off quickly here in the desert as the sun goes down. Wind speed is 16 miles an hour. It's going to be tricky as hell, as Cliff Mullins said over in turn 3. Points go out at the end of the halfway point, so the end of lap 60 will give away points to the top 10. And a fuel window not known at this time. We'll ask one of the drivers here in a little bit. Pace truck heads off. And we get ready. 120 laps in the desert, Las Vegas. Who can get lucky tonight? Looks like Scherer maybe starting from the pits as he just showed up. And Lucas going to lead him off to turn number 1. The field races down there ahead of Brad Wilson. Side by side for third, Colin Teague, Mike Edwards. Teague will take the short way around and clear the 14. Mikey now does battle with the 4 of Casey Graves. Field working down the backstretch, racing towards us as you do indeed see Jeremy Scherer at the tail of the field. So all 28 trucks here tonight have gotten out on track. We'll run the splits for you so you can see your favorite drivers if they're not in the top 20. Edwards battling Casey Graves for that 4th position. Then behind them you have Gatlin Downey, Cliff Mullins, Owen Lebsack. Downey, you got that win last week at Atlanta. He's been all fired up about that. He just changed his banner server like a couple minutes ago, so we don't have it updated just yet. So we were a little busy trying to get everything set up and situated, but we appreciate him getting it on for us, and we'll give him credit for having him on tonight. Check in Casey Graves now battling with Gatlin Downing as the top 4 have gotten away. Edwards able to use that top side to get clear of the 4. Heard multiple drivers talk about the tire fall off here. I can tell you firsthand, tires are a huge thing here at Vegas. If you're able to run about 10 laps and come down and bolt on a fresh set, you're going to beat everybody. My strategy was always to save a set of tires and hope for a late caution. Paid off with a win more than once. Lucas Hoyson out in front of Brad Wilson. Colin Teague, Mike Edwards all single file. And you got a 4-pack of trucks all bundled up. Owen Lebsack in that group. So that's Cliff Mullins in the orange and black machine. Jeff Prochatsky in the 48 inching his way into that battle. Gatlin Downey using the outside lane finally clears Casey Graves. Casey, our Race of Champions champion during the off season, where we put all of our champions together and let them go race. Casey Graves won that. Transferred into the main every single night from the open. Very impressive. Down the Nella straight into turn 3. Things getting single file through most of the top 10. Gatlin Downey starting to look outside Mike Edwards. Mikey known to burn his tires off. I think lap 5's a little early. He might be saving here. Yes, Neo. I didn't want to give away things, but yes, Neo. That's correct. I'm not going to say it so that other people listening don't hear it. So don't read chat if you don't want spoilers from the duels. I'm going to be rooting for the 62 in the second one. We'll see how that goes. Fasta pasta. Gatlin Downey now trying the inside on Mike Edwards. Didn't get moved on the outside. Gatlin, I don't think Gatlin's saving anything here. Gatlin's strategy seems to be, let's go. Double quick 0-5 worked into the inside of the 14 Golden Eagle Toyota. They get single file now all the way back to Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel's running 21st. That's crazy. The entire top 20 is single file. Daniel and Matt Benke battle for 20th. Quinn Newton there 22nd. Quinn's had some rough luck. Some open for a good run for Quinn. Now Mikey back side by side with Gatlin Downey. Mikey celebrating a birthday yesterday. Driver of that yellow, white, and blue 14. Congrats on surviving another trip around the sun. Top 3 all nose to tail. Wilson running a lane higher than Hoytsma is. Have to imagine that would not be good on the tires on a long run, but he's trying to set up a pass here as he looks to the inside on Hoytsma. Going into turn number 3, we might have a change for the lead. Shenandoah Shine Ford drops out in front of Lucas Hoytsma's 712 brake Chevrolet. And new leader gets a bonus point for his season. Brad Wilson leads lap number 9. And Lucas doesn't like it, goes back to his inside. He wants it back. We get a caution. As soon as I talked about Quinn Newton and trying to have better luck, he ends up around. And not with Daniel again. These two have had some incidents lately.
You're good.
They bounce off one another and end up in the grass. Now there's Quinn getting that right rear tire in the air. They were going at it yesterday, and here they are today. Quinn Newton around and into the outside wall lightly. Still in the lead laps. He got it turned around before the leaders got there. Well, all right. 11 laps in the books. Let's see if we can have a quick chat with somebody who knows what the drivers have here. I don't want to pull Luke because he's got the Ethan DG, you got a couple?
Yep. What's up?
How many tires we got tonight?
4 sets.
4 sets. So 3 in the pits or 4 in the pits?
4 in the pits.
Okay, 5 sets. Cool. And what was the other question? Fuel. What kind of fuel window are we looking at?
You know, I got probably less than everybody else, but I'm showing 33.
All right, 33 to 38.
Right.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yep.
Viewers in the 8. Giving us the updates is 51 Wilson stays out. Colin T. Gatlin Downey stay out. Looking to see who takes what here on the pit lane. I don't think we're going to see tires, but we could. It's only 10% of the way into the race, and saving a set is always good at Vegas. None of those trucks are taking tires. Edwards might be taking a set here. 14 truck. Throwing a gamble out there. I think Edwards took a set. So Lucas Oisa down and away in the purple 97. First one on off pit road, fuel only. Fuel for Lebsack, Mullins, Graves, Perchatsky, Brown, Cleaver, Martin, Tackwell, Hayes, TJ Floyd, all fuel only. First truck on 4 fresh tires. Mike Edwards, who comes out right in front of his twin. JR Deal right behind him. JR was fuel only. Mike Edwards on a set of tires. He's going to look like Superman when we get going again. Yeah, Andrew Beach, Martison, Ethan Evers, Matt Banky, Jake Lawrence. All those trucks fuel only. And the next one on tires is that newcomer. And that RFK Ford number 6 on your screen, 91 on the scoreboard. We'll have to teach him how to put a number on his truck. He's running 22nd. Racing on fresh tires. Damage 20 seconds on the pits. I don't know if he had some damage to fix or what. Maybe he just wanted to be at the tail of the field, stay out of the mess. Ian Montrose, also a little bit of a longer stop, 27 seconds. May have had to pull a fender out. Jeremy Scherer, 28 seconds, gets to the tail of the field. Davis Greenwell, 36 seconds. Quinn Newton, obviously,
Cheers,
in that
everybody.
accident with Daniel Llewellyn. So Quinn, 53 seconds, and Daniel Llewellyn, 1 minute and 3 seconds. Those drivers trying to get those trucks, fenders pulled back out. You still see the separation from hood and fender on the right front of that 23 Chevrolet Silverado. That's not how they make them from the factory. So that right front's going to be slowing down the 23. Lights out on the pace truck. We're double file, getting ready for the restart as we work our way down the backstretch. Another straight.
I need adult.
But you are an adult.
Oh, that's scary, isn't it?
Well, we're fucked then. Yeah, just my rear ammo going then.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, it's in one piece.
All right. A couple of Fords on the front row. Then Chevys, then Ford Chevy, then Toyota Chevy, then Chevy Chevy, your top 10. Pace trucks off. Field's in the hand of Brad Wilson, that 51 teal and silver. See the wheel spin a little bit there as he jumped on the throttle. All right, how long will it take Mike Edwards to come up from 15th on that fresh set of Goodyear rubbers? Brad Wilson way out in front. Just check in on that 14, see how he works through the field. Sticking to the low side here. See if he sticks to the bottom. He's catching up to TJ Floyd. Looks to the inside lane. We'll get by TJ. Come back up towards the front. Gatlin Downey in the 52 of Colin Teague. Battle for second. Lucas Hoysa, Cliff Mullins right behind. Brad Wilson all the way down in the flat. He's in every part of the paved surface he can. Teague gets free. Now Lucas going to try to wrap around that top side. Mike Edwards already up to 12th. Picked up 3 spots. Edwards wants this thing to go green now while he's got fresh tires. We'll see if it works out for him. Lucas looking to the outside of Colin Teague. The people that don't want it to go green are Gatlin Downey, Colin Teague, and Brad Wilson, who have not pit. It goes green for a long time. They are going to have to pit first and then worry about going a lap down. Grayson Riddle took 4 tires as well. Has moved up 2 spots from 22nd to 20th. Lucas up to 3rd. And there you see Mike Edwards already into the picture. That's what fresh tires do in Vegas. It's so much fun. He's up to 7th. And working on the 48 for Prochaska. He's going to try to get Prochaska and Mullins both on the backstretch here. He gets Prochaska into the corners alongside Mullins. And by the end of the corner, he'll have Mullins. And he has caught up to Lucas Hoytsma. Lucas running in the 4th spot.
Sorry.
Edwards on 4 fresh tires right behind him. Lucas is probably like, where did he come from? And Mikey looking to the inside, see if Lucas leaves him an opening. Just like that, Golden Eagle Toyota taking over the 4th spot, taking over the 3rd spot. Dakota Lee putting $20 on Cliff. Welcome in, Dakota. Thanks for the chat over there on the YouTubes. Mike Edwards already up to 3rd. Restarted 15th 7 laps ago. 4 fresh tires are a wonderful thing, but you got to have them at the end of the race too. Yeah, 4 sets in the pit, so he's on his 2nd set right now. He had 5 total. He's got 3 more to go. He's hoping we get a long green flag run here. Going for the race lead, Mike Edwards. It's just amazing what fresh tires do. Meanwhile, Grayson Riddle restarted 22nd. He's up to 12th. Another one on fresh tires. See him down there on the inside lane, that white and orange Ford. Edwards going to sweep around Brad Wilson and take the race lead on lap number 20. Mike Edwards will pick up a bonus point for leading the lap here in the 14. 20 laps complete, 100 to go. Let's check in on that Grayson Riddle truck. Now it's up to 10th, picked up 2 more spots after we talked about him. Hemmed in behind the 00 of Lebsack and the 2 of Cleaver. It's another one of the trucks that took 4 tires. I don't think many others did. Jeremy Sherrod may have in the 15 truck. We'll keep an eye on him. Look at the 6 just knifing through here. Let's go on board. Just watch how fun this is. Someone needs to tell Bleach to speed it up. Yeah, he's back there in 18th just kind of parking the rigs, you know. Something I would do. Look at the turn. Oh my gosh. Had a blink. And another blink. The turn, though, that Castrol truck was able to get heading out of the corner, was able to just turn left and pass Lucas Hoytsma. That only happens when you have a tire advantage. Or Lucas wants you to pass him. That's about it. Don't normally pass one of the greats in SRL history, Lucas Hoytsma, like that. Grayson Riddle, brand new to SRL, up to the 4th spot, and he's closing in on Colin Teague and Brad Wilson. Mike Edwards, almost a full second over Brad Wilson. I don't know if he's saving once he got to the front or if he just isn't pulling away as much as I expected him to. I figured he would get over that 1 second gap where Wilson can't draft him. Check back in on Brayson. There he is. About to deal with Colin Teague. Take over the 3rd spot. Lucas Hoytsma still battling Gatlin Downey. Those two have been going at it since the restart just about. Gatlin finally gets it clear. Gatlin has been on that offensive where he has been pushing hard early in the run. Lucas came down, took fuel. Oh my gosh. Cliff Mullins and Lucas Hoytsma nearly making contact there, those 2 Chevrolets. Now Brayson's gotten by Colin Teague and sets off after that 51 of Brad Wilson. Shed into a shine machine. Lucas right on that rear end of the 05. Got him a little out of shape. Dumping the air off the spoiler. Gave him room to collect it back in there. Gatlin Downey swimming with the sharks right now. Gatlin picked up his first win last week, so that was pretty cool. Back up for the battle for second. Should all be but a formality with the fresh rubber on that number 6/91. Wilson did a really good job keeping up the momentum on that high lane, coming out of 2. Pinches down the number 91 of Riddle. I keep wanting to make Harry Potter jokes because of the riddle, and then I get mad because I know that Tom Riddle is Voldemort's name, and I shouldn't know that. I blame Badger for that. But as everything in SRL, we blame Hayden. Can't say his name, I just did! If only Brayson's first name was Tom. That'd be kind of fun. Mikey now almost 2 seconds up over this battle for second. Daniel Llewellyn, the damaged machine, has fallen 15 seconds behind our leader. Exactly, Dakota. It's always Hayden's fault. Man, this battle for second. Wilson not wanting to give it up despite having the older tires. Keeping Brayson Riddle stuck to the inside there. Grayson may finally have him here, but once again, solid drive off the corner for the 51 of Wilson. It's just letting Mike Edwards inch away. Remember, Brad Wilson's not pit this entire race. Finally, the 91 gets clear. We'll call him the 91, even though it shows a 6. Finally, the 91 gets clear. Head of the 51, and the fresh tires are now 1-2. And I'm going to say Jeremy Shearer did indeed take a set of tires on this Mountain Dew truck. He is all the way up to 8. After a 28-second stay on the pit lane. Making his way forward. Fresh tires feeling so good. We're getting close to where Ethan Evers said fuel number might be coming in. 30 laps since the start of the race, and 3 trucks have not pit. Brad Wilson, Colin Teague, and Gatlin Downey. Those trucks have not been to the pit lane at all. Tires probably starting to feel pretty crappy on those machines. Mike Edwards lead 2 seconds and dropping. Grayson Riddle starting to close in on Mike Edwards out front. Listen to Hoytsma, Scherer. There's Scherer up to 6 with those fresh tires. Finally made it through the thick of the big pack. One quarter of the way through the race, 30 complete, 90 to go. Halfway to halfway, as I like to call it. You watch Scherer trying to track down Lucas Hoytsma and move up into the 5th spot. Behind him, you got Gatlin Downey, Cliff Mullins, Owen Lebsack with 2. Cody Cleaver, the 48 for Chotsky. Basically throw them under a blanket all right there together. All these trucks were on the same tires they started the race on back here. They just came down, topped off the tank with fuel, so they can go longer than those other 3 trucks that haven't pit at all. Three wide they go. Owen Lebsack to the top. Gatlin Downey in the middle. Cliff Mullins on the bottom. Ooh, it's close quarters. Oh, Owen hang on to it. Oh, Gatlin hang on to it. Oh, Cliff hang on to it. Jeez. They're all bouncing off one another. Now Cliff's probably a little mad. And that's not a good truck to have mad at you. Yeah, you see him pushing up the corner. He just boxed out Perchotsky and didn't give a fuck if Perchotsky made the corner or not.
Sorry, I was trying to think of it.
Here's some apologies before you get turned. That's probably a good idea.
I was trying to keep it good about when y'all started.
Meanwhile, Owen Lebsack's driven up through the group. Owen and Cody battling for 7th at the lead of this massive pile of trucks. They're all in the same strategy. Lucas getting by Colin Teague. Jeremy Scherer's been running faster laps than those two. Had a bit of a ways to go to run him down. So he's getting there in that Mountain Dew truck, purple and white. Lucas to the 4th spot. Brad Wilson still holding down third. Brayson, Riddle in second. And there is Edwards over 2 seconds now the lead, so he's pulled it back out a little bit. And pit lap 35. This is when I think our trucks are going to have to pit. Catlin Downey, he's had an issue. Falling all the way to 18th, I think. Had a bit of, let's see. Margison, Hayes before that. Run up here with Cliff, and it just, the tires are just gone on that thing. He just can't get the speed. Can't get the speed at all. Until that was, man, there goes Colin Teague dropping back. The tires falling off on these trucks. Brad Wilson coming down. 36 laps is all he could do. And Colin Teague and Gatlin Downey also coming down, all three of them at the same time. 36 laps with the caution. They all hit the pit lane together. Fall down to 25th, 26th, 27th, and eventually Daniel will come by and put them down to the bottom three trucks. And now we wait for Edwards. He could probably go, I don't know, 35, 36 would be my guess. Since those trucks with the caution went 37. Maybe 35, 36 for Edwards. Be another 10 laps. Get him close to halfway. Not quite there. And if they don't make it to halfway, it actually puts the three trucks that just pit in the best position for getting stage points. Funny how things work out sometimes. Then Mike Edwards would be best of the rest over Brayson Riddle and then Lucas Whitesell. Right now, those two looking brilliant for Bolton on tires, Edwards and Riddle. This long green flag run unfolds just the way they needed it to. A lot of the other drivers in the field will be hollering for their tires. But if we get a lot of cautions late, it's going to work out better for the guys that saved a set. Rowdy with the Riddle jokes. Always a punny guy, that Rowdy. Checking on Mikey. See if we got any battles going on. Yeah, we got some back here. Casey Graves, Cody Brown, battle for ninth. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, right there in the mix. Behind Prochatsky and ahead of Andrew Beach. Andrew heard your message there, Dakota. He's up to 12th. Has it been green the whole time? No. We had one caution early, about 28 laps ago. 28 laps ago, Quinn Newton and Daniel Llewellyn got together. Speaking of Daniel, Daniel's been in the pit lane. Did you see the 51 just blast through there? That's what new tires look like right there. It's flying by everybody.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I was like, I don't want to wreck this thing.
Yep, Quinn and Daniel again.
Well, you're lucky I'm nice and I lifted it just again record.
Yeah, what he said. Whatever it
Bro,
was.
this girl
what he
was
said.
literally in my fucking place, guy.
We've run 40 laps in this race before duel number 2 even started. Doing good here.
There, you fucking happy now? You fucking whiny bitch.
Wow.
Yes, I'm happy.
Wow.
Alright, well, shut the fuck up. Try to hear your fucking story.
Wow.
If that's all I had to do to get people out of the way, I would shoot. Hey, Davis, I'm trying to get around you. You suck. Hit the wall.
I literally slammed my fucking brakes because I don't want to hear his fucking voice. It's annoying.
Or you could just mute him.
I'm in a voice shower with him, and I don't even think he does the wall. It's tempting, though.
Oh, here comes Colin. Ooh, he threw it in there late. I don't know if Jesse was going to see him.
48 fitting, 48 fitting.
Oh, someone's in the wall. That is Jay Munch in the 69. Can't get to his truck because he's bouncing everywhere. There he is. He's in the wall again. I think that truck is broke. He's going to have to get to the bottom quick. Whew. Sneaks ahead of TJ Floyd. Jay Munch, that Raptor Chevy, smacks it into the wall. 31 laps into the run, he brings it to the pit lane. That may be the night for that 69 truck. That was scary. Mike Edwards, 3.5 seconds over Grayson Riddle. That is Lucas Weitzman. Jeremy Shears made his way up to 4th on those tires that he took on that last caution. Nice job, Mr. Scherer, to get up there. He's about 1.8 behind Lucas. There's Colin Teague around the outside. Teague, remember, on those fresh rubber. So everyone back to TJ Floyd in 22nd. All on the same fuel strategy. 3 of those trucks took a set of tires, and they are running 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Jerry Sherritt came from deep in the field, back up to 4th, doing a good job.
Right there, I'm putting this up.
There it is. Race leader Mike Edwards. 34 laps on the tank. He's coming in now. I don't think anyone's going to make it to the stage.
Fitting him.
Hitting.
Race leader Mike Edwards slows it down and brings it to the pit lane. Lucas stays out in the 97. And I believe Lucas will get a lap lead here. And does so. Right behind Colin Teague. Jeremy Scherer stays out. Cody Cleaver. As Edwards on the pit lane continues to drop back as other trucks stay out. 35 laps of counting for these guys. I don't think anyone's going to make it to lap 60 though.
24, fitting 5.
It's quite the distance he would have to cover. That's Ashton Tackwell. And that is Martison in 9th. Those two are coming down. 2 white trucks on the screen here. Lucas stays out once again. Scherer coming to the pit lane. And the 2 of Cleaver gets woe down behind him. My goodness. Cleaver's coming with the head of steam. Cody Brown stays out with the 10-10s team, leading Travis Martin, Casey Graves, Ethan Evers.
Please don't pit from the middle lane.
Andrew Beach, Ian Montrose. They're all right there together.
17 fitting with 5.
Green flag pit stops here at Las Vegas.
Fitting and you just came in flying on the bottom.
I was going to ask you, J Munch. I saw your truck just swerving all over the place. I don't know what happened. Here comes 17. Cody Brown, 4 of Casey Graves, 8 of Ethan Evers, 1 of Ian Montrose, 71 of Beach, 9 of Deal.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
I believe that one's the 68 of Lawrence, all coming down. Big party of trucks. Lucas also on the pit lane in the 97. Watching Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, going farther than just about everybody. How far will Travis run this fuel tank? Looks like he's blowing it down now here in a downshift. And here comes the Ghost Man, an extra lap over everybody. Brings his number 63 Ford F-150 to the pit lane. Now to hand the race lead back to Brad Wilson and those guys that pit early. Brad Wilson, Colin Teague. There they are. Checking for the other one that pit with them. Gatlin Downey, where is he? Way behind and lost a ton of ground. What happened to Gatlin to get him that far behind? Mr. Bradley out front. Travis Martin went that extra lap to pick up the bonus point according to team manager Rowdy. It's the role I'm going to give him now. So your leader, Brad Wilson, 10 laps to go in the stage for the half. Has a 4.7 second lead over Colin Teague, and then Mike Edwards fresh off the pit lane. He is 6 seconds back of Colin Teague in 3rd. Lucas Hoitzman in 4th. Grayson Riddle in 5th. And of course everyone's on the same tires now as everyone bolted on a set of tires here. Everyone except J Munch, who is out of the race. Is all I know is one took it 3 wide and then he was bouncing off the wall. Ended up with a meatball. Rough. That is the story from the 69 truck. Said he was 3 wide and started bouncing off the things. We'll have to look at that one after the race if you remember the lap, which it should be your last lap, so that'll be easy to find. Green flag just now in the duels at 52 laps into our race, so it took 52 laps for them to go from duel 1 to duel 2. Watching this battle here, it's the 91 and the 97. Riddle and Hoitzma. One of the closer battles on the racetrack. Outside of the 13th through 21st scramble with a whole lot of trucks just right on top of each other. Riddle has run down Hoytsma. Lucas could be saving a little bit because Lucas does have 2 lap fresher tires, but he knows, we heard him in the interview talk about it. He doesn't really want to burn the tire up early in the run. He just may let Riddle go here. He can just ride in his draft and save the truck. And that looks like exactly what Hoytsman's going to do. Is Cleaver and Lebsack behind Prochatsky. Prochatsky just stepped out the rear end of that truck coming out of 2. First one to drop an F-bomb, but I don't see anything on the scoreboard.
That closing rate was a lot faster than I thought it would be. Sorry, Gatlin.
That sounds like Dalton Hayes and Gatlin Downey. 10 lap difference on those 2 trucks. Hayes gets around Gatlin Downey. Pretty much back to Cleaver and Prochatsky. Cleaver 4 lap fresher than Prochatsky, and you can see the difference as he ran down Prochatsky from about a straightaway away. Tires matter in a hurry here. 2 trucks out front have about 11 lap older tires than everyone trying to run them down, and they are getting run down. Gap coming down Mike Edwards to Colin Teague is now 3 seconds.
Hello.
Carlo. Tells me TJ Floyd and Davis
There's
Green
any cars on the track tonight.
making a lot of friends, those 2 are. All 4 of these. 4 position, Cody Cleaver, Owen Lebsack, Prochatsky, and Jerry Scherer. Scherer making that
Davis, where'd you go?
4 tire stop work out well for him.
Man, I had to go check my Ford F-150 for some good old Hagens.
Checking the the pit stop numbers, everybody was on and off pit road without penalty. 14 or 15 second stops for everybody for 4 tires and fuel.
38% APR, $50,000 payment per month, Ford F-150.
Gatlin Downey up the hill and Marguson getting by along with, I agree, Andrew Beach, Cody Brown, Ashton Tackwell, Casey Graves, all of them getting by Gatlin Downey.
For encouraging him, I think it's funny. No, I want to hear more about the F-150.
I mean, if you don't want to hear it, there's a mute button.
Corey, you know what's the opposite of high?
Brad
At least
Wilson.
they circled the problem for you, Davis. How y'all talking and driving is what I want to know.
Man, I just love yapping on this shit, son. With my lip full of egg and stuff.
Battle for second. Looks like it won't take very long. Mike Edwards pulls up to the back of the 52, and it's over.
Aren't you, geez.
Shut the fuck up.
Amen. JRD will always the voice of reason. Well, Mike Edwards is going to get back to second, but he's not going to get back to the lead before the end of halfway. It's Brad Wilson going to get that stage win. Still got a lap to go, but I am confident Mike Edwards cannot make up 4.5 seconds in that amount of time. Wilson down the back stretch all by himself. No drama whatsoever. My goodness. It's kind of crazy how far out ahead he is, but obviously 10 lap difference on the pit strategy. And out of turn number 4, Brad Wilson will come. Picks up stage win here. And then we wait quite a while. Edwards gets second. Colin Teague third. Brayson over Hoytsma. And Cody Clear, Owen Lebsack, and Jeremy Scherer. Jeff Rachatsky and Cliff Mullins, your top 10 at halfway. They all get points here. And when you get back to your regularly scheduled Michael Edwards running down Brad Wilson program down to 3.7 seconds. 24 laps on the stint for Brad Wilson. He's got about 12 laps before he has to come down. So around lap 72, 73, we'll see Brad Wilson dropping down pit lane once again for another set of tires and fuel. Kind of quiet right now.
Go ahead, Travis.
Colin Teague. Same strategy as Wilson, riding in third right
25th
now.
in the stage pays out like 100 points, ain't it? Gracias, amigo.
Nyong. Las Vegas. Toe Track Truck Series at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Brad Wilson is your leader. Mike Edwards down to 3.4. Slowly rallying the Brad Wilson truck in. Colin Teague riding in the third spot. Lucas Hoisma fourth. Grayson Riddle in fifth. Cody Cleaver sixth. Owen Lebsack seventh. Jeremy Shearer, Jeff Prochatsky, Cliff Mullins, Dalton Hayes, Zach Margison, Andrew Beach, Cody Brown, Travis Martin, Casey Graves, Ethan Evers, Ashton Tackwell, J.R. Deal, Ian Montrose, Jake Lawrence, Matt Benke, Gatlin Downey, Quinn Newton, Davis Greenwell, and TJ Floyd all on the lead lap. 1 lap down. Daniel Llewellyn in the 23. And out of the race, J Munch 28. Get the splits working again. Brad Wilson's now 3-second lead, dwindling down as Edwards tries to run him down. Try to find you something interesting to watch here. Mullins around Prochatsky. Dalton's getting tight. Got very close. Oh my goodness. Prochatsky probably didn't like that too much, but Dalton makes his way through there and picks up the 10th spot. So also got going on Margison, Cody Brown. A bunch of 10/10 trucks there with Travis Martin as well. And Andrew Beach for C2X. The 4 of Casey Graves for True Speed. And 8 of Ethan Evers for Gearhead Racing. Pretty hotly contested from 12th to about 18th. Meanwhile, Lucas Hoisman is running down Colin Teague for 3rd. Or perhaps... Yep. Trying to see what Brayson was up to. Brayson, 2-lap older tires than Lucas. Remember, Lucas let him go early on, then Lucas is running back down and gotten back around him. And Colin Teague's coming to the pits right now. 29 laps into his run. Colin Teague decided it was time to pit. Colin might be doing some math going forward here, going about 29 each run, which would be kind of a smart move. You got to make the stops anyway. Might as well split the tire groupings up. That brings 52 to the pit lane. 51 stays out. Try to find the other truck that was on that strategy. Gatlin Downey is also on the pit road, so there you go. Both of the trucks that aren't Brad Wilson on that strategy are on the pit lane. Brad Wilson, the only other one that did not stop on that first caution. Jeez, it's crazy to think about this far into the race. Past halfway, first caution still playing the strategy here. I wonder if Wilson's going to run the fuel tank. And have a short pit at the end, maybe. Lots of strategy you can try. Gap now is 2 seconds, 2.1 back to Mike Edwards. Lucas Hoisman rides 3rd, just ahead of Grayson Riddle. They go around the Gatlin Downey truck heading off the pit lane. Gatlin Downey now shows 2 laps down. Strategy hasn't really worked out for him very well so far tonight. Colin Teague is now a lap down, so Daniel Llewellyn would not be the lucky dog at this point. Colin Teague 1 lap down. 100 gifted to Black Flag Radio Bradley Wilson. I would probably do that. That's a lot of money. I'm not rich enough not to do that. There is old Brad out front by 2 seconds. What's up, Pearl? How we doing? Long time no see. Here comes Brad to the pit lane. So he went 33 on that run. Wolfie, I'll match that. That'd be funny. Teammates are angry about it. Brad Wilson peels in. Yeah, 200 gifted would be a really good day. 200 gifted's a really good month. What are we talking about? Mike Edwards resumes the lead, has 4 seconds over Lucas Weissman in second. Grayson Riddle, Cody Cleaver battle for that third spot. That's not the battle. What am I talking about? That's Gatlin Downey coming around. I knew Cody Cleaver's truck was black, but it's black and yellow, not black and red. Here's Cody Cleaver. Cody's about a second back from Brayson. It's Owen Lebsack in the fifth spot now. Jeremy Scherer in sixth. Scherer continues his good run tonight. Good to see it. There's Colin Teague around the outside. 52 truck. Already been to the pit lane 4 laps ago. Brad Wilson should come out and be the fastest truck on the track now. It's going to cause some excitement as he goes by the number 91 there. Mikey, there's Lucas, there's Grayson, Cody, Lebsack, Scherer, and let's go back here. And Travis Martin, and then whole Uber trucks. Zach Martin, Andrew Beach, Cody Brown, Ethan Evers. All 4 of those for position. Like these guys have been together damn near the whole race. A bit further back, Casey Graves about a second back. Asher Tackwell, J.R. Deal, and Ian Montrose in that group. There's Ian battling the Knight of Deal. Cliff Mullins to the pit lane. Dalton Hayes down there as well. 37-47. Got 7s in this league. And 97, 71, 17, 47, 37. Oh, average. 97. I missed that one. Most important one. Or at least the most winning one. Colin Teague goes around Lucas. He's got one more truck left to unlap himself. Brad Wilson should be unlapping himself relatively soon as well. There he is. Important for if caution comes out purposes. Chatsky's been 31 laps since he's been to the pit lane. Probably be one of the next ones to come down. I'm sure some people that have been like Travis Martin might be trying to extend it as far as they can and have a short pit at the end. Cleaver hits the pit lane. And there's the 2. Fast break Chevy on the pit lane. Long green flag run. We've had 1 caution early in this race. Quinn Newton, Daniel Llewellyn bringing that one out. Quinn Newton's rebounded up to currently 16th. Things not so good for Daniel. He's back in 27th. 3 laps down now for the 23 as he's just been on and off the pit lane. Gatlin Downey around Mike Edwards. Gatlin goes to 1 lap down instead of 2. Brad Wilson's gotten back on the lead lap, so Colin Teague sits as the lucky dog right now. See, Jeff Rachatsky would probably be the next one to see on the pit lane according to lap time on the fuel tank. Or lap since the last pit. Oh, and Lebsack 00 was running well tonight, and he's down on the pit lane. See if it's indeed a 14-second stop. 14.7, so 4 tires and fuel on the Boeing 00. It's Colin Teague and Mike Edwards. Teague will go back to the lead lap. Puts Owen Lebsack from the pit lane into the 1 lap down spot until Cody Cleaver in the 2 goes around the outside. Right now, Cleaver is your lucky dog. Gain bridge number 2. Someone with the downshift there. 48, Jeff Rachatsky. UCLA truck. 34 laps. 34 laps that truck went.
Sorry, I was trying to
He's got 40 laps to go from here. Be a splash of fuel is still needed at the end of that run for the 48. Be about 6 laps short. Have to wonder if Travis Martin can stretch the fuel.
All good, Travis. I thought you said high and then you went high.
Grayson Riddle, 32 laps, peels that truck to the pit lane.
Sorry, I mumbled when I am concentrating.
Me too. Totally understand that, Trav. Lucas has cut into Mikey's lead a little bit. It's down to 3.7 now. And you hear the engine shut off for the 97. He is 100% trying to save fuel and make it on one more stop in that number 97. Let's go with the 14, see if he's saving fuel. Right on board with this 14 machine. Don't hear any clutching or shutting off there. Let's try 3 and 4. And there it is. The 14 also trying to save fuel. And coming to the pit lane. Mike Edwards. Right now having to pit. Lucas trying to save that extra bit of fuel. Let's go on board if you didn't hear what I was talking about. Absolutely was shutting down or clutching, one of the two going into 3. Didn't do it that time.
24, 55.
Maybe he hit his number. He's at 33 laps right now in the stint. About to start the 34th. A lot of them have been pitting on 34. Let's see if he saved enough. We don't hear it here, but we definitely heard it from outside the truck earlier. Shutting off the 97. He's 34 laps into this run. That's where we've seen a lot of guys pit. Travis Martin's 1 lap better, or 1 lap more recent pit stop for that Ghostman Ford. Lucas is going to stay out another trip.
One pitting.
So he's going to make it at least 35. Thinking Lucas has about 7 seconds he can give up saving before Travis Martin gets there. They're trying to cut a whole pit stop out. And that will make things fascinating. Mike Edwards after the pit stop. 15th. There he is. Only 1 lap down. Got some guys he needs to leapfrog. Want to pass quite a few guys that have already pit. That are on his strategy. Lucas comes down at lap number 35 on his run. See if Travis stays out another, and he does. So this is going to be harder to make for Lucas than Travis, as Travis is going to stay out 1 more. Lucas went 36 that run. And, well, there's only 36 to go from here, so we can do it again. As long as we go green and don't get a late caution. That'll throw a wrench in everything. Travis goes 36 laps as he hits the pit lane. Travis can duplicate that fuel run. He can definitely make it to the end, and I think Lucas is good too. Lucas is still going to have to save the way he did this run, but I think he can do it, and he is probably going to make it. Brad Wilson takes over the race lead. He cannot make it. He would have to go 50 laps on the tank. That's just not going to happen. Brad Wilson in trouble fuel mileage wise. Leading the race, but not sitting in a good spot. Same story for Colin Teague and Cody Cleaver. Those trucks definitely won't make it. Owen Lebsack. Mike Edwards, I don't think has enough fuel to save that much. Mikey, gosh, he would have to go 38. We haven't seen anyone go that far. We've seen 36, 37. Casey Graves just went 37 in the 4. I don't know if he can go 38. Right on board, see if he's trying. Yeah, he's definitely trying. Hear him shutting it off. Is he ahead of the trucks that can make it? He's ahead of Lucas and he's ahead of Travis, so he's got room to give up. He's about 6 seconds ahead of Lucas. Try to do math in my head. So he's got a little bit of ground he can give up, but Lucas is going to have to try and save too. Let's see if he can save enough. Those are your 3 that are main contenders. Mike Edwards, Lucas Huysma, and Travis Martin. Keep an eye on them on your scoreboard. Back to the fun. Brad Wilson's out front. He's got trucks unlapping themselves or all around him. The 71 of Beach, 55 of Martison. Beach goes around and back onto the lead lap. 13 trucks on the lead lap. Martison trying to do the same. And now there are 14 trucks on the lead lap. Brayson Riddle, Dalton Hayes exchange the 6th spot as Riddle takes it away. Next up for him will be Cliff Mullins. About 30 laps to go. And the fuel numbers are fascinating. There's Travis running 16th, 1 lap down at the moment. Lucas running at 9th. That gap, time-wise, is approximately... Oh, hell, it's not showing. I would say about 12 seconds between the two of them. So Lucas has plenty of room to back up to Travis if he needs to, but he needs to keep the pressure on Mikey to make sure he runs out. Mikey'd have to go 38. That's such a stretch. I'd be so impressed. Just say that. I'd be so impressed. Mikey was able to stretch at 38. I think he tried saving just a lap too late or so. Wilson acting like, nothing's wrong here in the world. Doing the best he can, because all he can do is charge as hard as he can and hope for caution. Caution comes out, everybody will pit because of the tire situation. Or everybody should pit because of the tire situation. Not saying they will, but they should. Tires are a good idea. There's Colin Teague, 24 laps into his run. Cody Cleaver, Owen Lebsack. Top 4 trucks, we know all of them have to pit again. Lebsack, the best of those, would have to go 43 laps. That's not happening. 38 is what Edwards is trying to do, and that's at least close. It's in the realm of possibility. If he can get some draft, ride around, get some coasting, get some shutting off the motor, it's possible. You see that group of trucks up ahead of him. If he can use them for draft for a few laps, he'll try everything he can, I'm sure. Someone was scared Travis back here. Who is going to be the best at saving fuel here? It's going to be Edwards, Lucas, and Travis. That's the show, I would say. And Cody Brown's 1 lap better than Travis. Cody could be in this conversation as well. And Margison's the same lap as Edwards. So there's a few guys that could be still in the conversation. Shearer, I think, is on the same lap as Edwards. He's running 11th. He's ahead of Travis. And Travis can run a little harder. I don't think he has to save as much as these guys do. Edwards working with the lap traffic there. The number 2 of Cody Cleaver is for position. Yeah, Quinn Newton, the 88, 1 lap down ahead of him. Edwards will get around Cleaver, former teammate. Sets him behind Quinn. Quinn has a little bit fresher tire than Mikey, so maybe he'll just use him for draft. Edwards back up to 3rd. Hoytsma rides 8th. Lucas is 6 seconds behind Mike Edwards. I feel like everyone between Edwards and Hoytsma have to pit. So Lucas gets clear of Dalton Hayes up to 7th. But for sure, everyone between Cody Cleaver, Lebsack, and Riddle, for sure those trucks have to pit. They have big numbers on their fuel stint so far. We're not very far away from seeing Colin Teague pit. It's 30 laps on his run right now. One of the first trucks to pit in the last couple of cycles. He's probably got about 3-4 laps before he has to pit. Currently sits between Gatlin Downey and in front of Mike Edwards. Edwards is running up to him to take away 2nd. And Brad Wilson getting so many laps led, but just not in a good position fuel-wise. He's got about 7 laps before he has to come down the pit lane and take a fuel stop. Dalton Hayes, 24 laps into his run, realizes he's not making it, so he's going to split it in half. get 24 laps on the old tires, 24 laps in this set of tires. And the Columbia Toyota hits the pit lane. Gonna go back a lap down as race leader Brad Wilson goes around. Brayson Riddle would have to go 40 laps. Be interesting to see when Brayson Riddle pits. If he doesn't, then you know Mikey can make it. Brayson Riddle has to pit before that, though. Could be trouble for Mikey. And here he comes. Brayson Riddle coming down right now. Realizes he was not going to make it. He's going to split the run in half. 20 laps on each side of the tires. And get the best out of him he can get. So giving up the chance to make it to the end is the driver that was 2 laps different from Edwards. Brayson Riddle realizes he was not going to make it and pits. Fascinating. Well, we know Wilson has to pit sometime in the next 5 laps. We'll see the Shenandoah Shine truck on the pit lane.
Jeff, I'm pitting here.
That sounded like Jeremy Scherer. Scherer needed to go 17 laps. He is not going to even try. He would have gone 37.
20 car pitting in. 20 car pitting in. 2-0.
15 would have had to go 37 laps, and he pits. Mike Edwards has to go 38. And that is Edwards' teammate hitting the pit lane, so that spells interesting things for Mike Edwards. Teammate only had to go 1 lap less to make it to the end and did not even try, just pulled down to the pit lane. Yikes. Brad Wilson out in front. Gap 9 seconds to Edwards. Edwards giving up some ground because he knows Brad Wilson has to pit. Hoytsma's now in third, and now things get interesting. 5.5 seconds between Edwards and Hoytsma. Those are the two definitely trying to make it on fuel. You also have Travis Martin in 6th trying to make it on fuel, and I think Cody Brown could be throwing the dice as well on that 17. Prochatsky can't make it. He's 3 laps worse than Mike Edwards. Just no. I don't think he's going to make it. He might as well run it dry and hope for caution and get some good track position out of it, but I don't think he is going to make it. We got about 12 trucks. Well, things are interesting. Do you make it to the end, the top 12? Several of them are already a lap down. Casey Graves. Let's see. 16, he's good to go to the end. And Cody Brown, he's a question mark. Travis and Casey Graves are the same number for the lap time.
I'm pitting, Andrew.
I think that was...
I saved Gallup.
Was. That was our race leader, Brad Wilson. Coming to the pit lane in the Shenandoah Shine Ford F-150. Bradley brings it to the attention of his crew. Now the fuel game kicks in. 17 to go. Mike Edwards trying to go 38 laps. The most we've seen tonight is 37 by the 4 truck, excuse me. There's Lucas Colin T going around the outside. Jeff Prochatsky. He'd have to go 3 laps farther than Mike Edwards. I was thinking that's just not happening. Cody Brown's on the same strategy as Lucas. Cody, better off than Mikey. And Cody could make it if he saves a bit of fuel like Lucas. And yeah, Travis Martin, he's a lot better than Cody Brown. Riding in the 5th spot.
I literally forgot how old my tires are. Sorry about that. I got really...
And Lanchos, he's on the same strategy as Hoytsman. Currently riding an 8. Brad Wilson going to catch up on him quickly with fresh tires. He only took 2. Brad Wilson, 10-second stop, so did not take 4. He took 2 tires. The Shenandoah Shine truck, so a little bit shorter stop. Out on track he went, and he is running quicker than drivers on the old tires. Race leader Edwards, 4.5 over that purple 97. 14 to go. Chatsky. Still don't think he's going to make it. I don't even know if he's trying. Let's go on board and see. Let's see what we can hear.
I'm glad to take one line at one, Brad. Just because you want it doesn't mean you nudge everybody out of the way for it.
Again, Montrose and Brad Wilson having a bitching match.
You can take the line, I can give you a bump. Calm down, buddy.
Well, not when you nearly ragged me, though.
If I can't help you lift it all of a sudden you get the brake too.
Travis Martin, Ethan Evers. 5th and 6th. Ethan, 24 laps. He's 1 lap worse than Nico Schweitzman. But he's better than Mike Edwards on the numbers, so Ethan could be trying to stretch it out here.
Thank you for not taking a 3 into 3.
3 into 3.
Yeah, it's tough. So.
Ethan's trying to go.
0-0, you need to pick a fucking line, dude.
That Davis. Battle here. Cody Cleaver and Colin Teague. 11th and 12th. Laps winding down. 10 to go when they get to the straight. Should be right about now. Remember, the 91 knew they couldn't make it, so they stopped. 10 laps on their tires. Just now got back on the lead lap in 13th. Ashton Tackwell, the next one to unlap themselves if they are able to. Edwards, 29 laps and counting. We know they can go 34. We've seen people go 36. We saw one truck go 37. Edwards trying to go 38. Drafting and saving, saving and drafting. Looking for the purple truck, which is there. Lucas Weissman in second. Dramatic fuel mileage race I'm playing here. Jeff Rachatsky, he's trying to make it. He'd have to go
I'm staying high.
41 laps. If that 48 truck makes it 41 laps, I'll be freaking shocked. Cody Brown, next one trying to make it. That number 17, Sundrop Machine. He's on the same strategy as Lucas. 3 laps better than Edwards. He only has to go 35, which is quite doable. Oh, Rachatsky sliding up the hill. That 48 truck. Tires getting worn out. Ghost Man. There goes Brad Wilson. Remember, Brad Pitt took 2 tires. He's gone around Ethan Evers, and he's trying to go around Travis Martin. He is going to do it. Brad Wilson.
I'm putting right here, Cody.
Is that Rachatsky?
Okay.
It is.
Gotcha.
Third place truck, Jeff Rachatsky, 8 to go. 34 laps on the fuel tank. He is pitting. And that puts all pressure squarely on Mike Edwards, the birthday boy. Celebrated his birthday yesterday. 32 laps and counting. Yikes. This is tough. This is real tough. Let's go on board and see if he's still clutching it. Taking the shortest distance he can, that's for sure. Didn't really clutch anything there. Down into 3, let's see what we hear. No, so either he knows he can't make it and he's given up, or he thinks he's good. We'll see which one it is. 3.6 the gap over Lucas Heusma right now. 5 laps to go. Dalton Hayes getting by. There is Lucas. Quinn Newton behind Mikey. Quinn's on older tires too, though. Oh no, he's got Daniel with him. They brought out the only caution of this race, the 88 and 23. Daniel's got fresher tires. that unfolds into anything. Hopefully not. Mikey's still making the shortest version of this track he can, cutting all the way down on the apron. I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrified of Daniel and Quinn again. Hopefully we don't see a Hayden Dakota Lee situation. Four laps to go. Here comes Mike Edwards. I had a feeling he had given up. 4 laps to go. 35 laps on the fuel tank. Edwards gives up the race lead. Lucas Heusman takes it over. Mikey just ran it as far as it would go. Did not have enough fuel. Lucas takes the lead and has 8 seconds over Cody Brown that he can back it up if he needs to. Both those trucks pit on the same lap. Bradley Wilson, he's about 10 seconds behind Lucas. He may take second from Cody Brown in these next 3 laps. Brad Wilson is hauling. About a second faster, so he'd be right at Cody Brown at the line. Lucas down the backstretch needs 1.5 laps of fuel in that Silverado to take the win here at Las Vegas in the Low Drag Esports Truck Series. The Sidewinder Racing Leagues, check them all out at discord.gg/Sidewinder. Lucas Heusman sees the white flag. 1 more lap to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Lucas Heusman, your leader, down into turn number 1. Does that truck have enough fuel to make it all the way back around? It's 35 laps and counting on this tank of gas. Lucas on to this Nellis straightaway, just ahead of Jeremy Scherer. Through turns number 3 and 4. He's got it down low. The shortest distance back to the start-finish line should he need it, but Lucas Heusman has the fuel in the 97. Gets the victory here in Las Vegas in style. Picks up the fuel mileage race win. Cody Brown. See if he can bring it home in P2. Also stretching the fuel out. Looks like he is out coming to the line. Cody Brown gets second. Brad Wilson gets third. You hear him say it. Ran out at the line. Travis Martin fourth. Ethan Evers picks up a top 5. Cody Cleaver. Colin Teague. Owen Lebsack. Casey Graves. And Ian Montrose. Your top 10. What a race. Lucas Heusman, your race winner. If he has any fuel to burn it down. He may not. We may find out. There we go. Still got some fuel in it. Got enough fuel for a little bit of a burnout. Good job there on the fuel mileage race. Congrats on the victory here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. How we feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling good. For a little bit there, I thought I was on the wrong strategy, not taking tires. Mike Edwards got out to a huge lead, but I guess I inadvertently saved fuel on that first run to start out with, because I was like, oh, look at that. Fuel mileage, I could just save a little bit and it'd be looking good. So did that for the rest of the race, and yeah, I finished with about 0.3 gallons in the tank.
Worked out perfectly for you. Got to do about half a burnout, so that was cool. And, oh man, what a race. Mike Edwards, like you said, took off on you, and you thought you were kind of in the wrong situation, but then it worked out perfect for you. Mikey was scrambling at the end, trying to save. I heard him coasting and lifting and trying everything he could, but by the end of it, just couldn't quite make it there. What were you thinking those final few laps? Did you know he was going to run out, or did you just hoping?
I mean, I was looking at it. He pit 3 laps before me, and I had to save a decent amount. So I was like, if he makes this, he deserves the win. But his lap times were a little too fast, I think, for saving that much. I don't think he started early enough in the run. I think it might have been possible, but it would have been real tough.
Well, you come out looking like a genius in your beautiful purple and white machine. You got the sponsor shout-outs for your victory tonight, my friends?
Absolutely. Once again, big shout out to Quinn and 712 Brakes. He had a rough night to start with, but he takes home a top 15, so nice job to him on that.
What's going on with him and Daniel?
I Yeah, it's internal business here in Lone Drag. I don't want
Throwing the air out the laundry, huh?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel bad for Rick and Quinn yesterday. I just went full dumbass. It happens.
Oh, that was one of them Chicago land deals.
Got
There's
all
a
three
lot of
wide,
that
and then I
yesterday.
couldn't figure out how to stay in the middle. Anyway, congrats on the win. Yeah, you're off tomorrow. You get to enjoy the day, and hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try for a NIS Daytona 500 tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Hell yeah, there you go. What time is that?
8 o'clock, I think.
You gonna be streaming?
Yeah, I'm hoping to make the iRacing broadcast. I think they're broadcasting that one, so hopefully I can get top split.
There you go. Go watch Lucas run the Daytona 500 tomorrow, and then come back Sunday, and we'll have the sidecar Daytona 500. Give away $500. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for that.
All right, man. Get on out of here. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here for sure on Sunday.
Sir, you too. Thank you.
Lucas getting the win here at Las Vegas in the trucks. Tracked down Mr. Cody Brown. And look at him in the waiting room. So kind of you. Cody, DG, you got a copy? Hello, Mr. Cody.
What's going on, man?
There he is. Hey, well, you brought it home P2. The fuel strategy just kind of worked out perfect for you. I don't know if you were planning it the whole time or just kind of worked out that way and you realized it late. Well, where did you realize you were in a fuel mileage game there?
Well, me and Travis ran it dry after the, that first green flag run, and I was looking, and I'm like, if we run it dry again, we're gonna be right on the line to finish, and as long as there's no yells, you know how that goes. But yeah, basically the last pit stop there, we kind of figured out we could run it to the end there. It worked out. I thought I didn't know it was close. I ran out right at the line.
Yeah, I heard you say that over the radio, and I could tell because your truck was kind of coasting right there at the end. It was pretty cool to see you get that number 2 spot here tonight in that old Sundrop Chevrolet. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for your good run tonight.
Yeah, shout out to you for painting this beautiful thing, and shout out to Low Drag for sponsoring the series, and 712 Brakes, and all my boys at 1010s.
And shout out that admin of that old truck series. Don't forget him.
Shout out myself.
There you go. Be a true Hayden. All right, man. Congrats on that P2. Get on out of here. Enjoy it. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you back here Sunday.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there Sunday.
All right, bud. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Cody Brown getting the P2. Now we'll go track down that Mr. 51 guy. That damn 51 truck finishing in third tonight after taking that extra pit stop, able to get all the way back up to third. Pretty good recovery after taking that extra stop. 2 tire stop, mind you, so had to be kind of fun out there hanging on with 2 tires.
Oh, definitely. It was a lot more loose than I thought it was going to be.
I could tell.
And they kind of limited everything, but I do got to say sorry to Ian. It looks a lot worse out of the truck. I thought Matt Benke was still like on my door going into the corner, so I couldn't like go to his outside. But
And what did you do to poor Ian? Why did you run over that guy?
I thought like Matt Benke was like right on my door because all I got was the outside call, and I figured he was gonna be right there, and Ian just lifted so early.
I mean, happens on this track, I suppose. But was it fun? Do you enjoy Vegas? Is it a good place for you?
Yeah. The trucks is kind of almost like a Daytona or a
At first.
Talladega.
Yeah. For about the first 10, 15 laps, and then you realize your right front's got to stay on it. Then the tires make so much difference. I don't know if you've ever been that guy who saved a set of tires for the end of the race when no one else had them, but that's how I have a win here.
I imagine it feels like Michael Edwards taking tires on that first pit stop.
A lot like that, except, actually winning.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Got a point there.
Yeah, I mean, just watching him take off with the whole field was pretty nuts. And even what was the other, was it Bryson? Guy's like brand new to the series. Took a set of tires there, drove through everybody. He's like, holy hell. Tires just, the big equalizer at Las Vegas. Pretty cool. It's good to have a track that actually has fall off. But congrats on your P3 run. You got your friends, family, sponsor shoutouts. And by the way, I don't know if you read in chat, I was offered 200 gifted subs to Black Flag you earlier while you were leading.
I think it's Brandon.
That was one of them. It was Pearl, and it was Wolfie.
Okay, I'll remember that next Wednesday.
All right, bud. Hit me with those friends, family, sponsor shoutouts.
You for putting this on, everyone for showing up, racing hard. We only had one yellow, a lot of fun. Lucas and Cody for saving enough fuel there. Don't know how they did it, but hats off to them. Not Wolfie, not Brandon, Shenandoah Shine, Slow Vision, and Mooncar.
All right, bud. Congrats on a strong run tonight. Have a great weekend here, and hopefully we'll see you back next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
Brad Wilson in the 51, bringing it home in P3. Run through our final results here so we can get you guys back to the duels. Clear that out. Bring that and that and that. There we go. A lot of buttons to push over here while you're doing the broadcasting stuff. Lucas with the win. Cody Brown, Brad Wilson on the podium. Travis Martin, Ethan Evers picking up top fives with the fuel strats. Nice job there. Cody Cleaver, Colin Teague, Owen Lebsack, Casey Grave, and Ian Montrose picking up top tens. Page 2, Brayson Riddle, welcome to the series. Finishes 11th. Dalton Hayes, Cliff Mullins, Quinn Newton, Mike Edwards, Jeremy Shearer, Ashton Tackwell, Zach Martinson, Andrew Beach, and Jake Lawrence. Page number 3, J.R. Deal, Jeff Rachatsky. Then you have Davis Greenwell, TJ Floyd, Matt Benke, Gatlin Downing, Daniel Llewellyn, and the only truck out of the race, J Munch, had that contact earlier in the race going 3 wide with Ian Montrose and did not work out for him as we saw him break the truck and head down the pit lane. So congrats once again to Lucas Hoisma and that number 97. Congrats to the Low Drag team, and wow, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We appreciate you so much for being here, and we'll hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. We let the drivers have off for that, though. You significant others don't want to kill me for scheduling a race on Valentine's Day, and I hope you guys come back again on Sunday for our Daytona 500. Somebody could win $500 in that race. Should be a really good time on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you then. All right, that wraps up the YouTube. Now we're just Twitch stream. What you guys got going on? No V-Day